Yo, I had to go live, man. I had to go live. I had to. I'm on the move right now, but I had to go live. I wasn't gonna do it, but I had to. I'm on the move, but I'm waiting for some people to spill into the building. It's F-It Friday, people. Let's see something. Okay. MP, what the fuck? What's good, y'all? What's good? I wasn't gonna do it, but I said, you know what? I got time. I got a little bit of time. What up, y'all? I'm grinding. I got shit to do. What up, y'all? I couldn't come on at my normal time. I was busy. I was doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. What's good, y'all? Mr. Mon, salute. Jason. Mr. Shelton. I'm on the highway right now, y'all. I can't really look at the chat. All around strong. My sensei, Stormy B-Man. Cassandra, salute. Mr. Black, salute. There's 32 people in here. Let's get 32 likes, man. Let's get it up, man. What's good, y'all? Big Texas, what up? God damn, the chat keep disappearing. It's all good. I see y'all. All right, now look. Look, y'all, listen. I know y'all read it. My brother Xavier sent it to me yesterday during my live. And I knew there was some damage, but I didn't know how much the damage was. Now, a $1 million business, any business that's reputable, they could stand to lose a couple of million, but if any business owner, 5 cents of a loss is too much for them. Every business that gets started, they have at least 4 years to make a profit. They need 4 years to make a profit. You're gonna be in the red from year 1 to maybe year 4 or 5, right? Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me, right? Well, I'm gonna keep talking. All right, thank you. You have 4 to 5 years to get out of the red and at least get into the black, break even. And then after that, you start seeing some revenue, which means whatever money you put in, within 4 to 5 years, you've made it back, and now everything past that is pocket money. Right? You can reinvest into your business. You can start paying your, you're paying your employees and without hurting yourself and all that stuff. You can pay back the bank loans and stuff like that. So now, DAZN, a few years ago, all right, some billionaire Russian, as it was explained to me when I was on Facebook years ago, that was back in 2014, 2015, some billionaire Russian with endless amount of money, sits down with Eddie Hearn and they come up with the DAZN app. And we was like, what the F is that? It's an app and, you can watch cricket and soccer. I'm like, don't nobody care about that shit over here. And in respect to the sport, soccer's a worldwide sport, but we're in America. We don't care about soccer like that. We care about baseball, basketball, boxing, real football. Us, the real football is the NFL, no disrespect. But this is what we care about over here. We spend money for that. And last I checked, I was telling these people, like, yo, okay, look, all right, you're amped about this DAZN app. This guy, Eddie Hearn, who I never heard of at that time, they're coming over here and they want to charge you, at the time, it was like, what, $10 for to purchase an app so you can watch boxing. And I said, that sounds great to a guy like myself, but wait a minute. We have ESPN for that. Then they said, no. All kinds of boxing all around the world. I'm like, okay. But I don't know anybody who's amped to see the next Ted Cheeseman fight. I don't know. So it got to a point where I was getting into shit matches with people in these Facebook groups. They're talking about, hey man, you know, you say you love boxing. I said, yeah, I love boxing, but you know, I also got a life. While I'm at work, I don't go on my phone to start looking up old fights or fights going on in the UK. I don't love it that much. So if I don't love it like that, the casuals is where the money's at. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the truth. The casuals is where the goddamn money's at. You remember the casuals? The casuals is who Bob Arum speaks about. Boxing fans are like rocks. You can kick them in any direction. That's what he said. That's what he said. So I said, well, that's disrespectful. But does he have a point? Hey, man. So I was trying to figure out, what was this fascination with the DAZN app? What was the fascination with the DAZN app? And then I started to realize it wasn't so much the DAZN app. It was what Eddie Hearn said he was going to do. And what did he say he was going to do? He said he was going to come take over boxing. And at that time, what was going on in boxing? Very strong. A company called the PBC, Premier Boxing Championship. All right? And on the PBC, Floyd Mayweather, Adrian Broner, the Charlos, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, and a list of other A-list fighters was on the PBC. So you had the PBC and you had Top Rank. The only thing holding Top Rank afloat at that time was who? Manny Pacquiao. Outside of that, they really weren't doing anything. And around that time, this is off of Manny Pacquiao losing to Tim Bradley. He was going through a trilogy with him and nobody really cared. I mean, it was Manny Pacquiao, but no one really cared. So I was like, what the fuck is going on with these American guys rooting for this DAZN app? And then they're camouflaging their love for boxing through DAZN. It was really about their hate for PBC. Now, I said, yo, look, man, in all fairness, I don't care who takes over boxing. I don't trust everybody. I don't trust everybody. Look, if Eddie Hearn comes through, because they was fixated on, I said, well, who's DAZN? They said it's owned by this Russian guy. I said, well, who's this Russian guy? He's a billionaire. He has endless money. He could just dump money into this, and he's going to buy up all the PBC fighters. I said, what is this fascination with buying all of the PBC fighters? Why are y'all fascinated with PBC fighters? What's going on here? And they never out and out said it, but you could read in between the lines. So I said, all right, look, man, I don't know Eddie Hearn, and I don't give a shit if he buys up all the PBC fighters. But if we start getting the fights that we want, it is A-okay with me. I don't care. I'm with it. Well, he came over, and they got Tracy Morgan. You remember? Pay-per-view's dead. Now, what's ironic is, here's my right-handed guard. Tracy Morgan cut a promo for DAZN, if y'all remember that. Pay-per-view's dead, right? So pay-per-view's dead. I went to the Bud Crawford Amir Khan fight in New York. That was a pay-per-view fight. Tracy Morgan was there, sitting downstairs a few rows behind Bob Arum. But pay-per-view's dead. That's like you owning a Lexus, right? And I catch you at the fucking Nissan dealer. What the fuck are you doing there? But pay-per-view's dead. But I just thought that was crazy because, you know, he buys his own tickets. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I just found that very, rich. So Eddie comes over, and the first person that I recall, and I could be wrong, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, first person he hollered at was Adrian Broner. And Adrian Broner clowned him, told him to kiss his Converse, and said, I'm loyal to the PBC and Al Heyman. That's what he said at the time. Y'all remember that? I remember that. I said, oh, strike one. Then he wrote an email to Tyson Fury, tried to get Tyson Fury on with him. And Fury put the email out. Do y'all remember that? And clowned him. He said, I'm not signing with him. That was strike two. I said, shit. Then he, I think he reached out to the Charlos, if I'm not mistaken. That was strike 3, 4. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on with this dude? What's up? $1 billion bag. No one gave a fuck. I was like, what's going on? What's happening? And then while he was with DAZN, he had Anthony Joshua. Then the Deontay Wilder shit started. Y'all remember that? We all remember that. He had $1 billion bag, right? Wanted to flat rate Deontay. Remember that? We don't know if the O2 is going to be available. Played all these weird ass games. We don't know if the O2 is going to be available. Deontay says, kiss my ass. Then where do they fight Povetkin? At the O2. Y'all remember that? We were all here for that. You remember that? I was like, yo, I thought he had endless pockets. Pay Deontay what he's worth. Tell AJ to take those belts. You know, we wanted at least 2 fights. He says, no. If AJ loses, he gets rematch. Right? If you lose, you don't get a rematch. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? And this is just all brief. This is just very, very brief. He had DAZN money. But Deontay's the one that had to foot the bill for $50 million. The guy that never made $50 million, allegedly, right? You remember this? You remember all of this? This is ridiculous. So I wanted to just remind y'all of the circus that was DAZN. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting one important thing. Eddie wanted to sign. He wanted Deontay to sign to DAZN. But AJ was still signed to Matchroom. AJ was never signed to DAZN. Do you remember this? We were like, hold on. Wait a minute. You want D to sign to DAZN, but AJ's not signed over there? That must mean Deontay's worth something. Real funny. I hope you guys remember this. So now fast forward a few years later, DAZN tanks. I don't give a fuck how much frugal with their money, and they pinch every penny. So hard you can see Abraham Lincoln's nose bleeding. Okay? They know how to make money, and they don't throw it away. They're not gonna cut Eddie Hearn a check and give him an endless budget just to go get some people. Now, true, Eddie Hearn walked in there with his white face, and yeah, I can get all those guys over there from PBC because all those niggas, I mean, all those black people, all they do is want money. Look at this guy. He's dressed in all these gold chains. He's in gold chains. I just showed him a little bit more money, and we can get him over here. Yeah, just go get it. 5 years later, he ain't get shit. 5 years later, he ain't get shit. Failed. Call it what it is. He failed. Their pay-per-views went from their app went from $10 to $20. Then it was $20, and then I think they wanted you to pay additional money for the pay-per-view. You understand? So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Okay, but nobody saw this shit but us. Long story short, DAZN failed, like we said it would. They did not understand the American market. Do you remember this? They did not understand. That's what we were saying. We was like, he got money, but does he understand the American market? Understanding the American market is just not. Do y'all remember the video? It's more than him just coming over here with shades on and talking in shtick, meaning that he was, when I say shtick, that means he was in character. Yo, Deontay Wilder, AJ's the face of boxing. I was like, that shit ain't even funny. You look like a fool. What the fuck are you doing, stupid? That's not funny. Well, 5-6 years later, he failed. Like we said. And now, where are we? We saw some numbers yesterday. 2.3 billion in a loss. Motherfucker, yesterday, I lost $1 yesterday. I was taking something out of my pocket. I forgot I put a loose dollar in my pocket. And I took my phone out and there was $1 there. The fucking shit flies out my pocket. The wind took it. The shit spun off into the street. I was like, oh! Well, it was school time. There was kids there. I said, look, man, I ain't gonna go into the street and pick it up. Somebody gonna pick it up, but fuck it. I get mad when I lose a quarter. These motherfuckers lost 2.3 billion. That's the number? $2.3 billion? 2.3 billion? Yo, listen. Let me say this. The PBC could go out of business today. I don't care. I don't care. Those motherfuckers is what I'm talking about. They lost 2.3 billion. Let that sink in. I don't know the books on the PBC. I don't know. I don't know what it's looking like. I couldn't tell you. What I will tell you is I'm not concerned. What happens with them happens with them. It's the cost of doing business. I'm pointing out this shit with DAZN because I remember a majority of the conversations that I went through on Facebook and with the hating ass niggas. I said, what's this fixation with Eddie Hearn? And, that was a nigga I would go back and forth with on Facebook religiously. Oh, DAZN's about to take over American boxing. Eddie Hearn is coming over with the new Lennox Lewis, talking about AJ. I'm like, yo, pump your brakes. What are you talking about? He's not even Frank Bruno. I said, okay. Every time I'm talking boxing, you claim you know boxing, you talk about this nigga's legs, his abs, his smile. He ain't done shit yet. He beat up Dominic Brazil. So what? He beat Frank Martin. Now we know what happened behind the Frank Martin loss. So what? I'm not amused. You want to talk about, yo, AJ had a list of fans that was on his balls. They were on his balls. Forget his dick, his balls. And I said, yo, y'all better hope this brother go undefeated for the rest of his life. Because I'm telling you right now, this man looks bad in a loss. Y'all get in the business. Well, here we are. I saw another article. They said, AJ lose again. Did Eddie Hearn really say this? If AJ lose again, his career is over. Did he say that? Well, here we are. Here we are. Oh, well, Deontay lost. Watch this, y'all. Who did Deontay lose to? Fucker. Who You want to put bullshit aside? You want to put the cheating shit aside? Let's put it aside. D fought him 3 times. And that guy's undefeated. Who did AJ lose to? I rest my case. What the dick? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to park. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Well, fuck what you heard. Anyway. Yeah, man. Smoke and mirrors, man. DAZN was all smoke and mirrors. And I told motherfuckers, I said, man, if I'm on Facebook, I said, y'all better hope AJ goes undefeated and DAZN becomes a premier company. Because if this motherfucker loses and DAZN goes out of business, I'm gonna give it to every last Xavier, salute. You know what I'm talking about, and you know majority of the motherfuckers we talking about, brother. Xavier knows exactly what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about. I say, y'all better hope I'm not around. And technically I'm not, but more than likely they know who I am and they know where to find me. One of them Brit motherfuckers, if you remember, when I started my channel, one of the motherfuckers came through and I said, nah, man, fuck that. Get the fuck. I was telling him to come off of Facebook and come on YouTube and let's talk. I was telling him for like 3 years. He didn't do it. But he pops up in my live stream using my government name as if that bothers me. I said, fuck you. Click the link or get the fuck out of here. Somebody bopped him with a wrench and that was the end of it. So now AJ done lost. And Dillian White was from his town. Dillian White lost. And by the way, they trying to sell you Dillian White versus AJ too. Have fun with that shit. DAZN is gone. Right? Hey, man. Time reveals all truth, does it not? So here's where here we are. Here we are. So what you gonna do now? Nothing. Hoe ass niggas. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't doing shit. DAZN. You gotta be kidding me. Your life is over. 2.3 billion? Listen, man, I don't care. I don't care what happens with the PBC moving forward. Because you know why? They had a better product than DAZN. Did they not? I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know. If you're into that sort of thing, fine. A lot of you, what up, Tay? A lot of you know better than everything else. Y'all know better. If y'all numbers people, y'all know better than me. What I'm saying is, as a supporter of the sport, I was more satisfied with the PBC product than the DAZN product. Is that fair? I was more satisfied with the PBC product than the DAZN product. I don't care. I don't care. Is the PBC perfect? Nope. Because I'll forever say what happened to Deontay happened on the fucking PBC's watch. I'll say it again. What happened to Deontay happened on the PBC's watch. What happened to Deontay happened on the PBC's watch. You understand? I'm never letting that go. Ever. But the PBC could go bankrupt today. And I'd be like, oh, okay. Okay. Cool. That's 100% cool. But the PBC as it pertains to DAZN, who would you pick? Who would you more entertained by? If the PBC closes doors today, who would you more entertained by? DAZN or the PBC? Now, is me overlooking whatever's going on with PBC staying on code? Yup. Yup, it is. Now, again, is Al Heyman perfect? I would assume no. But fuck that. Fuck that. Watch this. Drew, you don't like faulty gloves, but what happened to Bud's gloves when he fought David Avenesian? Whatever are you talking about? His gloves did what? Oh, they busted. Oh, okay. What gloves? What gloves? Screenshot this. What gloves? Meme. What gloves? Right here. What gloves? You don't like it, do you? I don't know what y'all talking about. Last week, I exposed a long count from a referee. Listen, man, that shit was long. That shit was long. That shit was long. It was. But, so I thought y'all liked long counts. I thought y'all liked long counts. Jack Reese, Russell Morrow, y'all like long counts. So we just saw one last week. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. $2.3 billion. DAZN tanked. I don't hear anyone blaming Canelo Alvarez for fucking them up. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. I don't hear shit.
Oh, you're on the phone. I thought you called.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm going to the third floor. Yeah. Bro, man, from the third floor. Thank you.
Sure.
Brothers, remain on code. Always remain on code. Salute. Salute to the PBC. Whatever happens to them happens. But remember, DAZN went first. $2.3 billion on deck.